Okay, boys and girls, I wanted to make this video to go over how we balance chemical equations. So the first equation we're going to balance is number 1 on page 7. So let me go ahead and write that down here. There we go. Now I'm going to be putting my coefficients, which are the only thing I can change, on these lines. First thing I do is count how many of each element are on each side. So for this side, silver, we have just 1. Iodine, we have 1. Sodium, we have 2, and sulfur, we have 1. On this side, silver is 2, iodine is 1, sodium is 1, and sulfur is 1. Now notice that I put them in order, the same order on both sides: silver, iodine, sodium, sulfur. And that's going to make it easier to compare back and forth as we go. Now my next step is looking and deciding what I want to balance first. At this point, silver is unbalanced and sodium is unbalanced. Everything else, iodine and sulfur, those are balanced. So just for funsies, I'm going to go ahead and do silver first. I have 2 on the reactant side. I need 2 on the product side. So I'm going to put a 2 as a coefficient in front of silver iodide. So now I need to update my counts. Let me put this in a different color so you can see the changes I made. In fact, let's back up a little bit. There we go. So whatever changes I make, I'll just do in red. So now silver, I have 2, and iodine, I have 2 on this side. Well, that just threw iodine out of balance, but I don't want to panic when that happens. I can go back and take that as my next step if I want to. So at this point, iodine and sodium are both out of balance. What I'll do then, say I want to balance iodine, I'll put a 2 as the coefficient for sodium iodide. And now I have 2 iodine and 2 sodium. If we compare now, silver is balanced, iodine is balanced, sodium is balanced, and sulfur is balanced. Let's do a couple more. Let's go ahead and let's do one that has something in parentheses. So we will have barium 3 with 2 nitrogen. Give myself my coefficient lines. HCl, hydrochloric acid, also known as hydrogen chloride. Yield NaCl, sodium chloride, plus, oops, I looked at the wrong thing. Is this gonna work? No, it's not. Let's see, where'd my eraser go? There it is. I got my questions mixed up. So it will yield barium hydroxide plus NH3. ammonia. Okay, that's right now. No, it's not. Cheesy Pete's, I got all confused, all mixed up. This should be H2O. It's easy to make mistakes when you do this kind of thing. The important thing to remember is to go back, check those mistakes, and try to fix them. Let's go ahead and separate our two sides. The products on the left products on the right, reactants on the left. And let's get counting. We have 3 barium in reactants, 1 in the products, because this 2 only affects the H and the O within the parentheses. In reactants, nitrogen, we have 2. In products, we have 1. Hydrogen, in reactants, we have 2. Products, we have 2. Because the 2 outside the parentheses multiplies that. Oh, you know what? This is a double. We actually have hydrogens in 2 portions. Here's my trick. So let this 2, this first number here, represent the 2 in the first formula, the first product. The second product, I'm going to write below it. And together, those will give me a total. In this case, 5. So I have 5 hydrogens on this side, on the product side. And oxygen on reactant side is 1. Product side is 2. Okay. Now I'm going to kind of box this off, make life a little bit easier. Alright, there's a bunch of stuff we could balance. I'm going to do barium. Actually, no, I'll do nitrogen. We have 2 on the reactant side, 1 of the products. So I'll just toss 2 on that coefficient. So now we have 2 nitrogens. This 3 has to change in our hydrogens. 2 times 3 gives us 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. Let's see, now that's balanced. Sweet, score. Let's go ahead and balance barium next. So barium has 3 on the reactant side, 1 on the products. So I'll go ahead and put a 3 in the products. Now I need to update everything again. Barium, I now have 3. 3 times 2 oxygen gives us 6. And 3 times 2 hydrogen also gives us 6. Need to update this. Now it's 6 plus 6. We're at 12. Alright, it does seem like a lot. Keep with me, folks. Barium is balanced, nitrogen is balanced. Hydrogen and oxygen are not balanced. Let's take oxygen first. So we need to get to 6 on the reactant side. To multiply this by 6, I just put a 6 as the coefficient. And then I do my updates. So oxygen goes to 6 and hydrogen, 6 times 2, becomes 12. At this point, my reaction is balanced, and that's exactly how I want it to be. You can stop this video at any time. You don't have to watch the whole thing if you want, but I do want to go through just one more reaction with you. Let's extend this page. Let's do... Let's do number 8 on page 9. So, number 8 for page 9. we have aluminum plus HCl, hydrochloric acid, will yield AlCl3, aluminum chloride, and I forgot to put that L in, let's slide that right in there, plus H2. Gonna break it up and balance it. So aluminum's on this side, we have 1, hydrogen's 1, chlorine 1. On the product side, aluminum 1, hydrogen 2. Notice I didn't do chlorine because I'm trying to keep them in the same counting order. Chlorine is 3. So I can balance any of these in any order I want to. Let's balance chlorine first. I will point out that see, aluminum is all alone on this side and hydrogen is all alone on this side. They make it super easy to go back and fix anything we need to do, any last balancing. So I'll leave those two until last. Let's do chlorine. To give us 3 chlorines on this side, can go ahead and put a 3 on that coefficient. Now hydrogen is 3 and chlorine is 3. Well, that doesn't make things sit in balance, does it? What we should do is find a way, because we have 2 hydrogens and 3 chlorines, we need to find a way to make this balance out. So what we're going to do is try to find a common number between 2 and 3. A common number between those two would be 6. So I want to end up with 6 chlorines and 6 hydrogens. To do that, I'm going to change this coefficient to a 6. Now I should have 6 hydrogens, 6 chlorines. On this side, we need to get our chlorines to 6 as well, so I'll put a 2 right there. Now our aluminums are 2, chlorines are 6. We need to fix our hydrogens and aluminum so that they match. So I'll take 6 to get to 6 on the product side, multiply hydrogen by 3. That puts that at 6, and put a 2 on aluminum. See how it made it so much easier to go ahead and finish up. And that's going to be your answer. Sometimes it takes a little bit of creative thinking to really understand and be able to answer. Take your time, keep chucking at it, and you'll eventually figure out the answer. That's all for now. If you have any you'd like me to see go over, let me know, and I'll go ahead and do that for you. Bye.